I'm live. It says I'm live. All right. Someone tell me if you can hear me, if you can see me, because that's the most important part. Well, the hearing part. I guess any live stream without the video part is just a podcast. So as long as you can hear me, we can do stuff. But like, we should have video too. We should have video too. Yeah. Let me know. Cookie TM. I can hear and I can see. Great. Welcome to the live stream, day 2 of the live streams. I had one yesterday, and that was fun. And I've got one today. That's right. Geek Tech Studio. There I am. There I am. Buddha 3D. Hello. Tamsin P. Good evening. It is currently noon here. Kenneth saying so many unboxings. It's true. Super true. That's because if I'm going to take something out of a box, we should get it on camera. That's what I'm thinking. Producer David, nice penmanship. Muchas gracias. I spelled things correctly, and I put the hash through the 0, so we all knew. DB3D Dan, what's up, brother? Well, I had to refresh to see the stream. I apologize. That's no good. Andrew Rogers, $9.99. Are you? That's 2 5s. Are you out of your mind? Milkshake Fund. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I could really use a good milkshake. Review 3D, no afternoon meetings and another live stream with Joe equals good times. Good times, good times, good times, good times. It's fun. What's up, If? Aaron F. Geared. War Gaming Noobs. Howdy from DC. Well, howdy from the Washington on the other coast. William Martin Harris. Hi, all from Denmark. Wow, Denmark. Cool. So, in front of me here, this is the Sovol SV07. And it's Klipper. Oh, usually if I say the word Klipper, Nero 3D, it just appears, but not today, I guess. Klipper. Klipper. Tripod's Garage. How's everyone? How is everyone? Everyone's good. Tripod. Everyone's doing good. Pedro Lamas, good evening from London. Well, good morning from, it's something. So what we're going to do, Star Rose 3, hello from Quebec, Canada. There's Sean. What's up, buddy? Speaking of, a kid from school. That's right. It's probably true. It's probably true. Nero's probably picking up a kid from school. So to get this out, we're going to use the Evan and Caitlin knife that they gave me at Maker Faire long, long ago. It's 3DPN on one side, E and K on the other. And we... Oh, goodness. Oh, before we do anything, I did eat. And hey, there we go. Nero 3D. Look at that. I said Klipper and he appears. Be sure you have something next to you that's cold and refreshing. Let's all have a sip, shall we? Prost. It's important to keep your hydration going. Fotis Mint. What's up, buddy? Look at that. Fotis is in the house. I just posted. You know what? What the heck? I'll show you. So, before we get going, I'll show you. Look at that. Look at that. That is the Armorer. That is the Armorer from Fotis Mint, and it is absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. And then, oh, you know what? I'll show you this. This is the Battle Troll from the same Fotis Mint. Kind of looks like me. If I hide my face, it'll focus on it, right? I don't know, something like that. But just to give you an idea, this print right here, this one right here, this was printed in resin in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Not bad. You'll see more on that later. More on that later. I just wanted to show you before we got started, you know. Get the pleasantries out of the way. All right. Greetings to everyone from Romania. Oh, wow. Hi from England. RC Maniac, this is the way. All right, here we go. Oh, Aaron, if you're preferably caffeinated, true, if you do have a beverage. I did already have my caffeine, so we're good. Got the knife, and we dive in. No, we don't. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice as we open up this box from Sovol. There we go. We're easy. We're civilized in this house. We also run with a dull knife because I haven't sharpened it. Coach Cardi, hi from Seattle Children's Hospital. Oh, I hope things are okay where you're for being there. Hi from Ireland, Owen. Owen, I've always wanted to visit Ireland. It seems like a wonderful place where things move at a proper pace. I've always wanted to. Always. Seems like it'd be fun. Here we go. Kirby Lau, hello from Toronto. A Canadian. How you doing? Inside we have, I kind of figured this was going to be the case. We have another box. So we should there we go. Oof, look at that. Hooah. Develop from innovation. SV07. WI3D, nice to see a 3D printer with Klipper. I agree. I've heard some people say that they should have just Klipperized the SV06. And I think that would be a decent idea. I know people can DIY that solution pretty easily. But for me, we're going to get this SV07 out of the box, which is from the factory Klipper. From the factory. That's a fun thing to say. Historically, 3D printer companies haven't always had, and I'm sorry, not all of them, obviously, but some companies have had difficulty supporting the firmware that ships with the 3D printer that they sell. So when you see a company utilizing Klipper, it's kind of interesting. We'll see how it is. I'm excited to get this out of the box because it's some people have said bed flingers are dead. And it's funny to think about because they're just wrong. They're just wrong. There's still space in this sandbox for everyone to play with the toys they want to play with. Okay, glad I kept the knife out. So here we go. Now we're doing it. Now we're cooking with gas. That's not bad. So, styrofoam, right? Ooh, look at that. We got a manual. We have an actual spool of filament, not just a sprig of it, and some other parts. Okay. That's going to be, looks like the extruder. Here's some parts. I'll get it all out so we can take a look at it, you know. Oh, this whole thing comes up. There we go. Ooh. There was a T-nut, a loose T-nut. I guess we will figure out where that goes, huh? Got to be careful. Oh, another loose T-nut, and it looks like it's coming from this thing. So it's like a fan. Oh, I see. And the T-nuts will probably go. Yeah. Okay, so they come with it to attach it to an extrusion, but they're just loose. I'm glad we found it inside. It's black packing with black pieces. I'm old and my eyes don't work. Oh, it comes with a Klipper screen. Kind of cool. This has the filament sensor already attached, and that would be the spool holder. What do we have here? Oh, this is the extruder, is that right? Okay, look at, whoo! So you look at this, and it seems rather unassuming, right, for an extruder. But look at this. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff in there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Look at it. It's got the little Proby McProberson. It's got a nozzle. It is an all-metal hot end. Goes to 300C. It's got LEDs around here so you can see what you're doing. The standard little wheel to advance stuff. Very modular. I like it. All right. Good move, Sovol. Not so shabby right there. Diving in further, we have some cables. We have US power cord. That's important because we're currently within the US. Okay, a screw fell out. I'm gonna set that aside. It might be going with those T-nuts that we found. There's the gantry. 2Z motors? 2Z? 2Z or not 2Z? That is the question. Bad joke. Bad joke. I do want to... What the heck? Oh, okay, that's attached. I might have to go digging in this a little bit later, just because there was a loose screw. Give me a sec. Oh, ha ha ha! Found it. Happiness abounds, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we'll put this on the ground. That'll make it easier, maybe. There it is. The bottom. We're clear. Here we go. Look at this. This is the SV07 right here. Okay, a little loosey-goosey. We can tighten that up. Belt's a little loose. We can tighten that up, obviously. Okay, so even though they have ABL with that Proby right there, the bed still has adjustment knobs. So, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Nice full color manual right there. There are some QR codes if you'd like to scan those. Sovol support group, sovol3d.com. Boom. Dear customer, thanks for choosing Sovol. You're welcome. 220 by 220 by 250. It says recommending printing speed less than or equal to 200 millimeters per second. However, advertised at 250 millimeters per second. So there you go. Bed will get up to 100C. Nozzle gets to 300C. It's got a Meanwell 350 watt power supply. That's kind of cool. Meanwell makes good stuff. We got a breakdown of the list of parts that we got right there, and then it gives us the steps on how to start assembling things. Cool. What do you say we just get to it? Again, I want to install with what the printer is sent with. Is there a, oh, there's a drawer, okay, with some tools. Wasn't seeing tools initially, and I was like, well, how are we going to do this? But I got all the tools right there. Fantastic. Scared. A little scared at first. Okay, here's the bolts, and they all have lock nuts. Oh, just like that. Okay, and I like to scoot things off the edge just a little bit to be able to insert the screws. Before we do that though, look at this balance. That's not bad. Kind of scared for a second, but then I realized I ain't got nothing to be frightened of. Looks like X and Y have tensioners, which is good. I like it when they include that. Photos Mint. What are you going to print, Joel? I don't know. Smoke It Joe. I like that the tools are in foam, so when the printer goes into overdrive, it doesn't rattle the tools. I agree with you. I think that's a fantastic thing. Although I don't know if I'm going to keep the tools in there. I don't know. I mean, I have the option, obviously. Okay, going to bring it over to the side just so I can access these now. There's an order of operations. We're respectful in this house. It was funny, right before I went live, I saw a tweet from James Gunn, director of the new Guardians movie, and an account had said, look at these new action figures coming soon. And it was from some of the characters from Guardians of the Galaxy, little fluffy ones. I haven't seen the movie yet, don't spoil it. And James Gunn said, oh, how I wish these were real. And I was like, dude, like all you got to do is call on the 3D modeling community and you'll probably have 5 different versions in like 2 hours. It was like when the oatmeal made Simone Yetch writing a piece of tofu, and then I was like, if only someone could model this. And then Wayne, 3Dom Sculpts, went out and modeled it in like hours, and then I printed it, and it broke the freaking internet. It was wonderful. I got tagged 6 ways from Sunday on that day. Okay. Smoke Joe, yeah, personally don't use my drawers, except maybe for sneaky snacks. And oh my gosh, what a great idea. Like I could keep candy in there. Candy, well, I don't know. It's below the heat bed. I don't know if it's insulated or if the heat would actually get to it. I was trying to think of like, like gummy worms. The sandwich. How do you keep all your filaments from absorbing moisture being out in the wall? Mine always seem to go bad quickly. Most are PLA, and PLA is not a concern with moisture. There is some PETG, and if I have a problem when printing it, I'll dry it first. There is... I used to have some Ultim on the wall and some Peak, and I wouldn't print those. I don't have a machine that can print those, and if I did, I would have to commercially dry them, I think. Yeah, but I don't have any problems. One thing I'm going to check though is the voltage, because the selector's right here, and it's currently set to 230. We're going to move that to 115. Not too shabby. Again, bed's a little cattywampus. Why don't we just take a moment and adjust it? Where's the adjustments? They're the other side, I think. I mean, we're there. It doesn't say to check it in the manual quite yet, but I mean, I'm right here. Hello, you. There we go. Oh, it's just a smidgen, just a tiny, tiny little bit. I think I overdrove it. It's one of those things. You want to get it so good, but just not perfect, right? There's still a little bit of play in that, so I'm going to get it good, you know? Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I did that. Next steps. Next steps. Pez Liz, welcome. Welcome. Now it's time to attach the screen bracket. It's 3 screws. Easy enough. It looks like this is the screen bracket, and it's going to go just like that. And here are some screws. In fact, 3 of them. Jantech, welcome to the show. Okay, come on. I always threaten to do a stream from like a sitting down position because it sounds like relaxing. I've got a table over there. I just need to clean it off and move the lights and set the background. Maybe I don't. That sounds like a lot of work. I'll tighten these up. So when this is moving at 250 millimeters per second, I'm really curious on the rattling, or if there is a rattle, or, you know, something like that. So I'm just making sure to get things as tight as they need to be. And then, of course, we'll find out. Okay, it says to connect the screen. Here we go. Come here. That was good stuff right there. We've got USB and power. Awesome. Slots in, attaches down. Does it click? No, it just, okay, it's just a friction fit. That should be fine. But that's in. Now we put the extruder on. We gotta make it go up a little bit, don't we? Strength. It feels pretty good, but yeah, that's in. Oh, that's in. So good. So it wants me to click the extruder in and then attach it via 4 bolts on the back. Perfect. Let's move this around and bring you in. So this honkin' extruder looks like it's gonna go right. Is it right? Okay, it's not just gonna stay on there. I'm gonna have to hold it in place with some attachments. So far, the build quality is pretty fantastic. It's very rigid. It's everything's tight. Everything has adjustments and make it fit into place. And so I'm always happy to see that. Come on, you can do it. Okay, we got 1 in. 3 more. 3 more. Sam Prentice, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yes, that is a storage compartment for candy. They've included tools in it, but we all know what it's really used for. Candy. Okay, those are good. Those are nice and in there. So now 2 more on the bottom. Awesome. So far, assembly's been pretty darn easy. It's by the book. Just follow the instructions. Go, go, go ninja, go ninja, go, go ninja. There we go. We'll adjust the tension in a little bit. Oh, okay. There are 2 screw holes in the X-beam. Hold on. It's telling me there's something, but okay. So something is going to be different from the manual. Just a little bit. Oh, wait. David said my focus is soft. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Okay, focus. There's my hand. Focus. Okay. Sweet, we're good. So the manual states, well, here, there's a big giant blower, and it says there are screw holes in the extrusion, and they're not there. And so here's what happened. Here's the blower that has to fit on the back right here. And I believe that that's what the T-nuts were for. I think. I mean, it sounds about right, doesn't it? Because if those holes aren't there anymore, then you gotta have some way to attach it and see if you find the T-nuts to get it on. All right. And it wants it smack dab in the middle. So if the extruder is myon, okay. That's the wrong one, Joel. That's the right one, Joel. Huh. Okay. Well, it doesn't go lower than the nozzle, so then have a look. It just sits back there. Interesting. Well, we'll see how that works. That must be to provide extra cooling while it's humming around real fast. Okay, yeah, that's gonna blow a bunch of stuff. Okay, so this is a change from the manual. I figured it out, which is good. But just in case you're getting yourself an SV07 from Sovol and you're following the manual and it doesn't have those screw holes, find the T-nuts that are in the box somewhere and the screws that go along with it, and you should be good to go. What is next? Oh, the spool holder. All right. And it goes like right there, like literally right there. All right. How? Oh, I see how. Oh, that's how. Okay. Huh. Okay. And then we put a screw in there. I like it. It's going to hold that spool holder in place. We do not want that just dilly-dallying all over the place. We just want it to kind of stay there, hold our spools. But will it blend practical printing? Yes. Maybe? RC Maniac, this is getting screwy. Isn't it, though? Yeah. That's going to be for you, so I will plug you in. Okay, so that's going to be the filament sensor right there. Looks like it just goes in right there, and it just kind of rides it. Sweet. Is there... I don't think there's a specific spot that it... Yep, there is. So, ooh. I don't know, so you can't tell, but this, it's not just a solid piece of plastic. It actually has a nice roller on the inside, and it rolls on a bearing. It's fantastic. Okay, that's in. Oh, now we're supposed to put, let's see, that has a zip tie. And it does come with snips. So sometimes things don't come with snips, but there's a little zip tie here holding that cable bundle, and I was able to snip it. I didn't have to reach in the tool drawer. There's a note from here. Please attach the cable tie to the x-axis. Oh, okay. I can do that. Well, let's see. First, we'll put this one in. I believe it's going to go like this. There we go. That's good. Now it wants a cable tie, and it came with cable ties. So this point right here, where it holds the cable, it wants you to go around the cable tie, with a cable tie to hold it in place. Well, that's not too bad. Come here, you. Just go. There we go. When you're in a studio doing something, all of the lights are typically coming at you from this way. You don't have stuff from behind. And so sometimes in dark areas, it's just really hard to see stuff. But I saw it. I got it. I got it. Yeah. Zip tie in place. And, ooh, there we go. The touch screen, I plugged it in the correct way, so that's good. Cable tie, filament sensor. Oh, now we just start hooking up some of this stuff. So we've got X, that's the motor. Okay, that was easy. And this goes, oh, that's gonna be the fan. Yep, X fan. X gonna give it to you. Okay, so there's the X fan. So then it's okay. It says to do that. Connect up the Z's, all right. Z1. There we go, that much is there. And Z2, there is, oh, look at that. Strain relief on the bed wires. Yes, yes. The ribbon cable go behind? Maybe. Oh yeah, cable goes behind. Look at that. I guess if enough people say it, it's true, right? Then we'll put it behind. They actually don't give you, the manual doesn't give you direction or whether it goes behind. None of it. So that's really interesting. It's only because of you guys. Only because of you. Okay, so that's in. So that's in. I see. I see how that's going to go. Yes. I will put a zip tie back, though. Come on. That's the whole problem. Got to find where the zip tie goes. There we go. Come on, you. Okay, that's in. And once again, we snip the tail because we're respectful in this house. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. It wants zip ties right here. Okay, I can do that. I can totally do that. Just connect them up. Yeah, that's good. Right back there. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah. Speaking of which, I have a Uni pizza oven, and we just got the natural gas adapter for it, and we're setting up to make some pizzas. It was just wood firing before, which is fine, but it takes a lot of upkeep. You're always having to add wood and wait, add wood and wait. This time we can just set it and just go to town. So I'm excited to do that. Very, very excited. See, I connected the motors, fan kit, X, filament sensor, zip ties. It's telling me it's time to turn it on. Jeez. All right, well, before we do this, let's make sure we have our beverage next to us and we take a sip. Sláinte. Oh my gosh, I missed one. Where is it? Okay, Robert Griffin had 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. High five, Joel. Lunch is on me. You're brilliant, man, because I'm going to get some tasty to eat after this, and it's thanks to you. Fotis with 50! 50 from Fotis! Oh, the best Fs in the world. For the best hair in the galaxy. Aww. Aww. Don't forget to give your printer a drink, too. Yeah, that's right. Good thing the LTT water bottle didn't fail there. US-based power cord. Let's get that out. Let's get a little warm in here. I'm turning the AC down. There we go. Ugh. Here we go. I mean, this isn't much. I'm just gonna gotta lick it to make sure it works. Powering on. I want to make sure you can see that screen. In 3, 2, 1. Stuff is working. It looks like it's doing stuff. I can't tell. I can't tell. Is it doing stuff? Are you doing stuff? I plugged it into the right port. Taking a moment. If it's Klipper, it's going to take a moment, right? I set the voltage corrector. Oh, wait. Did I hit the... Oh, I didn't flip it all the way. That's what happened. I didn't flip it all the way. There we go. That's in. I see a light. I see a blinking light. There we go. Now we're going. Sovol. Little astronaut guy. Hi, welcome. Okay, well, hold on. We're at a different part of our journey, aren't we? Welcome. Welcome, it says. Welcome. Oh, the LEDs are on. Klipper screen is up. Cool. Well, let's see. I'm going to... Oh, those were... It's kind of loosey-goosey there. Oh. So this tensioner is at the limit. I wonder if something happened. Okay, tensioner's at the limit. Not going to worry about it. Seems to be good. What does it want me to do? Like, legit, we just turned it on. Okay, touch screen, nozzle. Yeah, nozzle temp. Orange stop, macros, homing. Is it reading temperatures? Let's see. Yes, it's 24C. That's good. Extruder, heated bed. Uh-oh. Looks like the screen is having some issues. It's very, well, here, I'll tell you what. I got, give me a sec. If I can, bring it around here, because that's what we do. Then, I came prepared. Got a fresh battery on my Ninja 5. I want you to see that screen. And boom. Yes, yes. So if I do that, will it focus? Now it will. There we go. Have a look at the side of the screen. I don't know if it's a refresh issue, if it's a screen issue. I don't know. It's just kind of pixels are bleeding or something. Yeah, just use the Wi-Fi interface. Yeah, I get it. Like, I understand the Wi-Fi interface. I get all that. But I don't want to. Like, I don't think I should have to connect it up to Wi-Fi to get a print going. I can, but I don't want to. Let's see, let's go to homing, home all. Wow, the Z motors are silent. Look at that. All right. I'm intrigued. You've intrigued me. Get there, get there. Okay, that's home. Cool. Just want to make sure I get through all the things that it wants me to do. Real Sam Prentice. Replug it. Okay. Okay, not the USB, probably. Sure. We'll do that. There we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can get that screen to pop back on. While we do that, we'll just make sure I'm not missing anything. I think it's time to... Let's see, I'm reading. Okay, auto home, Z-tilt calibration. I guess we should do the Z-tilt, huh? Yeah. There we go. Screen better now. Screen better. I know it's hard to see. Nothing like a power on, power off. Whoever suggested that, was that you, Sam? You're brilliant. Oh, configuration, machine leveling. It wants me to do Z calibrate. Yeah, okay. Start. Okay, now it wants me to lower it. Okay. I need a piece of paper. Do I have a piece of paper? I wouldn't have called the screen issue a bug. It's a user error kind of thing. I don't know if it's not really a bug. It's not really user error. It just had to be power cycle. Javier, never underestimate the power of a power cycle. That's exactly it. I am finding a piece of paper. Apparently those are hard to come by at times. That's really thick paper. Hold on. I'll get a piece of paper. I think I know where one is. It's hiding from me. Way over here in the Badlands. So I think I need to like so I'm at it's a bit much. Raise it. Okay. Continue. Sweet. Okay, now it's rebooting. Now it says to do a mesh level, it looks like. Okay. Big bed mesh. No mesh has been defined. Calibrate. There we go. Let me see if I can give you a shot over here. Yeah, there we go. Looks like it's doing its thing. Go, little rock star. Look at it go. It's one little bump. One little bump. The weight of the paper. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, save, yes. You can see that the screen is rebooting. It had a profile. Okay, cool. I think at this point we're ready to like load some filament and get something going. I'm going to move Z up. Z up. Oh, I have to home everything first. Yes. Home all. The real Sam Prentice, a boat. You don't say. There we go. Now we can move Zed up. I just don't like having it being so close to the bed when we're adding filament. Let's see. So now we go. Nope, wrong one. This one. There we go. And now we're to, and then temperature. And then, is there just a PLA button or can I? Temperature. There must be like a preset, right? I think. Maybe. Maybe. Temperature. Okay. All right. Well, I set the nozzle to 200, and I set the bed to 60. Should be good. Bed mesh look good, I believe. Is the spool holder reversed? Shouldn't it hang over the extruder? No. That is how it is supposed to be. And my watch just told me I hit my stand goal. Everything's coming up Millhouse today. Dang Panda with a 2. That's 2 right there. To buy some calibrated paper. That's funny. USB slot is going to be right here. So we will put that in. Let's see. I want to print. Those are macros. Print. There we go. USB. Oh, wait. Right on here. Benchy test 25 minute. What do you say we do that? Print. Like Sam said, we need a boat. All right, little machine. Do your thing. And then I believe I can do that. Hey, look at me. I'm up here. It's Boy in Space. What's up, Ben? $4.99 for the coffee fund. Bless your heart. That is a heart right there. I give you hugs the next time I see you. Maybe a kiss on the forehead. We'll see. Blizzard 4242 with a $5. High five for some feeler gauges. Ha ha ha. I get it. I get it. Hey, DeWitt, what's up? Oh my goodness. Stop just pooping. It's taking the nozzle to 210. It's taking the bed to 50C. We will see what happens. I'm going to take a sip of something cold and tasty. Here we go. This is it. Uh-oh. There's boogers. I don't think I can get in there. Right. There we go. Cleared the booger. Look at that wheel go. How am I doing? Yeah, that feels good. It's weird taking a bed to 50C. Don't need that. All the layers are laying down seemingly proper. It's hard to see. Oh my goodness. This fan, I don't know if you can hear me. This fan is going and it is loud. But it has to be because it's just pulling a bunch of air. Right now, it's about 5 cubic millimeters per second, between 4.5 and 5 cubic millimeters per second. Producer David said, do I have the email about the fan? And I do. That head is moving. Look at that go. Most people unplug the rear fan. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to leave it on for now. The instruction manual said to plug it in. I'm just going to leave it plugged in for now. They have it set at 210C. And that fan isn't actually causing the nozzle to drop. It looks like it's got a nice silicone sock on it, so I think we're good there. Ray Truesdell, does it take any kind of filament? Anything that'll melt at 300C? Speed estimates are bumping between 107 and 250 millimeters per second. And it says it's running a fairly consistent 11 cubic millimeters per second. Lightspeed, the fan isn't controlled by G-code. Right, it's controlled by, I believe, a macro, right? Isn't it? Maybe. Oh, I can turn the LED on and off. Turn it back on. Sure. It's chooching real fast now. Who set a timer? Looks like the infill's nice and fast. Smoking Joe, it is pumping that plastic at a decent rate, I must admit. I would agree with you. It's moving pretty quick. It is fun to watch. I mean, we already have the bow of the boat. Which camera is more accurate? Which camera is more accurate on the color? Okay, that one. This one's a little bit muted. But that's okay, right? Look at it go. This is fun. And bed at 50C. Andre, does it use a volcano hot end? I don't believe it is a volcano hot end. Kyle Boyda, do you have a plan on doing a follow-up on the FL Sun V400? I don't currently because it doesn't really work for me. It stopped connecting to the Wi-Fi and it started forgetting to print layers within the file, so I just kind of set it aside. Is the frame shaking? Not really. It's got rubber feet on the bottom. Sean, which camera are you using for the close-up? It's a Canon R5 in a small rig case with a Ninja 5 Plus atop. And I'm using an RF 24 to 105 on it. And we're at 50. We can go a little bit more. Of course, if I do, let's see if I do this. There's that wee little boat. Change the picture away from C-Log, maybe. Am I on C? I might be on C-Log. Of course you would then see that. I'm just not going to worry about it. How about that? It's chooching right along. I'm going to take a look at the manual, just because I haven't in a while. Not too shabby. It's a fun little machine. But the V400 you can turn into a TARDIS. It's true. Scratch and Jack, late to the show. What slicer was used? I don't know. It is a pre-sliced file. But it's moving along. It's moving along real good. That boat don't float. That's correct, Mo. That boat don't float. Just make sure it's not set C-Log on the printer. Like C-Log, like clog. Scratch and Jack, there is, they did send me a version of Kira. Sorry if it's already said, but just came on. What's the print bed size? The bed's 220 by 220, and it'll go 250 tall. Andre, just wanted to say thank you. I love your videos. I'm in Malta. Do you remember when you came here and visited Invent 3D and Patrick Prince? I sure do. The trip to Malta was amazing. I can't wait to get back. Hannes rocks. Jam, any difference in specs between this and the Cobra 2? This has a nozzle that'll go to 300C, whereas the Cobra 2 is 260C. This comes with a fan that goes in the back, whereas the Cobra 2 does not. This came with a bigger spool of filament, whereas the Cobra 2 came with a little sprig of filament. This is running Klipper. Cobra 2 is running Marlin. Yeah. David Vieira, is there a Klipper web UI for it? I think so. Ugh. Tired. Come on, boat. Hard to tell with white, but it appears to be printing well. It is. For the most part, it's well. There is some layer weirdness. Some surface texture that shouldn't be there. Yeah. We're at 42%. Chooching along. You all doing well out there? Just continually kicking butt? I hope so. Super Mighty Shroom 52, any recommendations for multicolor 3D printing? Like your options are the bamboo, the mosaic palette, and 3D chameleon. Right now, if you don't want to buy a whole new printing ecosystem, just go with a chameleon. And in fact, the 3D chameleon can do multicolor faster than the bamboo and with less waste. I'll tell you what, I will try to take this out of whatever mode it's in, because we're respectful in this house. Woo doggy. Okay, sweet. Maybe we just keep it at C-log. So here you go. Colors are there, but the exposure is not great. I'm gonna put it back on C-log because whatever. Figure it out later. That looks good. Good enough. You can see the boat. That's the important part. You didn't think about the chameleon. Thank you. Yeah, the chameleon is good. How are we doing? Oh, here, forgot this part. Boom. Can't forget that part. We are 55% of the way done. Elapsed time, 14 minutes. Yeah. Byron Schuerman, does it finally have compatible nozzles? Compatible with what? Does the chameleon work with Klipper? That I don't know. You'd want to talk to Bill over at 3D Chameleon. He'll be able to tell you. Is it true replacement nozzles only come from Sovol? I don't actually have the answer for that one. Well, Wald, it's a little bit out. That fan is a bit much. Like if you were in the same room as this, I don't think you would be able to watch TV. Well, the fan is, well, the fan's loud. It's a fan. There's co-print as well. Oh, from Crow Guy. Yeah, co-print. I saw them at Rapid TCT. Look at it go. It's moving. You could put the printer in an enclosure, Panda. Yeah, I think that'd be possible. You could build or get an enclosure. I think Printed Solid has or used to sell. Yeah. Matt, does it calibrate itself? No. We did have to do a little bit of calibration here, but it wasn't bad. David, learned a lot from you. Aw, thank you. Smoke and Joe, yes, that is a great point. You can, when a machine has the ability to go fast and produce a good quality at speed, you do have that option of being able to do that or print slower, quieter. Excuse me. So you have both options. It's kind of nice. Is the bed temperature uniform center to edge? I don't know. I don't have a FLIR gun here or anything, so I can't tell. Yeah, it's 17 minutes. We're almost done. We're getting there. So watch you get one of those 24/7 printing from Albert's massive printer in that does the benchy in like 3 minutes. We'll get one of those in. Fotis, yeah, I don't get why speed is such a big factor these days for hobbyists. For professionals, that's a whole other discussion. Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that way of thinking, Fotis. Like, speed is there. I know that there are plenty of hobbyists that want the ability to go fast, to do faster prototyping. I know that exists out there. But there's also the case of people who have lots of orders in, for example, an Etsy shop. And if they can go faster at speed, then those people can print more faster. Like, more objects could be printed faster, which means they wouldn't have as much of a lead time on product that they're offering in their Etsy shop. But for all intents and purposes, like, there's a good chance as a consumer, the only reason that you want the speed is because it's cool. And I think that's okay. Like wanting things because it's cool is fine. That's like the story of my life. I want things because I'm cool. I thought 3D printing was cool. In 2014, I got my first one. Whoa. So, yeah, if I hadn't have thought that was cool, we wouldn't be here having this conversation. So there we go. Look at that. All things for a purpose. Like car hobbyists having a bigger engine. Jared, I think almost nail on the head, right? In the 3D printing landscape, as far as consumer-based machines go, really having speed is neat, but I don't think most people utilize the speed for a functional purpose. It's just getting things faster. Justin Latau, about 400 gets all this. Yeah, this is, I believe it's $3.99 is the pre-sale is, I don't know, there's a link in the description. Where is it? Sorry, it's $3.39. $3.39 for the pre-sale. $3.39. And then after the pre-sale, it is $3.99. Look at that. We are about to build the top of the cabin. Huh? David, I just also got my first printer in 2014. I'm still using it. It's a Lulzbot Mini. Oh, the Mini. I remember those. Those were fun. Stringing, lower temp, or change the retraction, or sure, all of those things. But this is a factory file, Joe. I don't want to change anything. There we go. Zombie Hedgehog, great idea. I still print walls at 40 millimeters per second, but infill as fast as possible. Not a bad idea. Walls are where you're going to showcase 99% of the quality of the model, so why not ensure that those look good and then run really fast in the middle of the model where it doesn't really matter. Matej, what is the layer height on that benchy? I don't know the answer to that. I'll tell you in just a moment. Point two. 3D printed hardware. I print in nylon carbon fiber, and you can't print it fast. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, yes. My friends over at Pantheon Designs with the HS3, that machine that I built, and then we showcased it at Progressive Ceiling up in Vancouver, BC, that screams with carbon fiber nylon. Screams. Screams. All right, Benchy. I see what you're all about. Hey, it just bridged. Good job. If I got a box, I could put you on. Maybe a couple spools. And it's fine for now. Look at that Benchy being built. JDCCC26, what size bed? 220 by 220. It'll go 250 tall. Smoke and Joe, where there's a will, there's a way. That's true. Really looks like with some tuning, you could really have a lot of fun with this machine. Just like with any quote-unquote lower cost 3D printer, you always have the ability to go beyond what the manufacturer does. And in this case, it does give you some neat hardware to be able to test the limits and to possibly go faster. I think historically, ABS is always a material you can print faster than PLA, I believe, because you can crank the heat on it, whereas PLA can degrade. One of the things I want to talk about too on this. So when we were putting this together, remember I said the tensioning knob bottomed out? So I'm at the maximum tightness for the Y belt, and I don't know if it's tight enough. Dang Panda, is the hardware open source? Let's find out. See if it'll focus. Anything? No. We're getting there. There's the board it's running. Hey, we're doing the smokestack. We're almost done. Broken Nerd, what's up? Hey, Joel, it's been a while since I've been able to catch you live. Bless your heart for catching a live. And it's good to see your face. It's good to see you, man. Tens came in here just in time. It's true. Look at that. That Benchy is about to Benchy. Almost done. Almost done. Time on the clock, 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Present yourself. Wow. Wow, we're done. Look at that. All right. Let's see if we can't. Oh my goodness. R5, what are you doing? Come back. There you go. Jiminy Christmas. Comes right off. First things first, on the bottom, we got to check and make sure. CT3DXYZ. Yeah. Or if I can get that close. There we go. CT3D.XYZ. Creative Tools. Okay. It looks like the bow of the boat has some. I'm going to do that. Looks like the bow of the boat has some lines in it. It's a little hairy. It's fine. Some of us are a little hairy. Oops. So that's for a 25-minute benchy on an SD card or USB stick or whatever. Like I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Well, that's not bad. Let's see what else is on this. SD card, print, USB. Ooh, you know what? It's got a ringing test. It does say it'll take 42 minutes. That's a bit much. The bed, well, I guess it's kind of tight. It's kind of tight. Yeah. Benchy test. Benchy test. So there is a benchy test that's 20 minutes, but it's called 25. I don't know what that means. We just did the one that was up there. So on the USB, there's some other stuff. There's a skull that takes 4 hours. Whoa. We can see if we can slice something. Should we? Wonder what to do with the default. Yeah, let's see. All right, so here's the thing. I don't want to disturb the computer that's running the stream. The Dell computer is a little anxious, so I don't want to do that. However, Angus at Maker's Muse reached out and said that he's got a profile for this running Prusa Slicer, and he would let me borrow it. So that's not too bad. Oh yeah, everybody wants me to slice something. Well, you're good people. So I think if I wonder if I can. I just need to go get the beta of Prusa Slicer, and then I can do some fun stuff with it. So that's not bad. All right. I'm going to go get Prusa Slicer Beta 1. Come on. Let me in, let me in. There we go. 3D model applications. No, 3D printers, parts, software. That's what I want. Beta 1, here we go. Beta 1, got to get to the downloads, right? Or the releases. Releases, because we're in GitHub land. Assets. Yes, yes. Downloading now. You know what I might do? The Zombie Hedgehog filament swatch. That's a fun one. Ooh, Andrew Rogers with a $5. We haven't seen a Mini Joel on stream in a while. Yeah, we're running, just because noon streams, I have a kind of a certain time I need to get out. I think a Mini Joel would take longer than the amount of time, but I know the Zombie Hedgehog filament swatch truck would print, and we could tell whether or not the wheels will turn. That's what I'm going for. Sweet. So now I'm going to import a config. Let's see, Angus, where'd you put it? I just got to find it. I will find it. go. I found it. So now I got to import it. Okay, and I'll import that swatch truck. There we go. That's not terrible. All right, so now I have to get my adapter, because you know Macs, they like dongles. We are gonna get the Zombie Hedgehog filament swatch truck a go. Gonna do it. So looking on the USB stick, I do see that Sovol is including a copy of Cura, but it's for Windows only. And since I'm on a Mac, I can't really run that. So this will be the next best thing. The USB, I got in the first try. That's pretty spectacular. Swatch truck. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, cancel. It's listing it twice. That's weird. Okay. I guess we're going. I guess we're running. Let's see what happens. It's heating the bed to 60. It's heating the nozzle to 210. Now we got to peel the purge line. Look at that. It's like a sword. So now we are heating. Bed's at 51 going to 60. The nozzle is 203 going to 210. I will come back on the screen here. Let's see what happens. Fans are starting. It's a good sign. Bed's at 58. We're almost there. Come here, you. Here we go. Now we're starting. Hey, DB3D Dan, take it easy, man. We got ooze, and I took care of it. Ballistic Tech, what's up? Let's see if I can't. I'm gonna see if I can't get you a better view. Maybe like right up there. There we go. Oh, that's not sketchy at all. Hold on. And it works. Okay, maybe not. I need a big box, like a big box. Phone won't work. How about that? Yeah, first layer was pretty quick. It's hard to see with the big print head in the way. You can't really see anything. Hold on. One more idea. You can kind of see it there. Scratch and Jack with a $5. High five. Thanks for the intro to Sovol. Quite an eye-opener. Face Crit. Might I suggest not using white filament for on-camera streams? Yeah. For the streams, when I get it out of the box, I have to use the filament that's included with the machine. It's just the standard that I do. Ken saying, yes, that is a Swatch truck. Ron Floyd, take it easy, man. CEC Zach, will you buy a Voxelab Aries? Probably not. Joe Scalon always seems to come in white. That is true. Makes a lot of sense using this camera angle when the bed is moving in the plane of focus. Yeah, it does. I would agree with you. Dean Jones, so do we think printers will ship with a 0.6 nozzle S standard soon? I do not. Dang Panda, how many printers do you keep for yourself? Right now, a lot. Like many, many. And I'm going to be giving some away soon. Joel, heard you drink. You forgot to say available at lttstore.com. That's true. I forgot that. I apologize. I am a bad spokesmodel. There's a lot of stuff in this picture. We got the printer over here. We got the camera over here. Do we know what speed this is running at? I can tell you what it says on the screen. I've got 4 cubic millimeters per second, between 4 and 4.3, and then it's jumping around between 70 and 200 millimeters per second. CEC Zach, will this printer be good for beginners? I believe so. I believe so. At least it went together easy. The worry is, though, that they're going to be bringing Klipper to a more general audience, and that can be both really good and really bad. So it remains to be seen. Gouge Ultimate, hi. Hi. Right back at you. That Swatch truck is chooching. Joe Scallon, are you able to see the default jerk and acceleration settings on the screen? I don't know the answer to that. Max acceleration to deceleration is 3,000. Max velocity is 300. Square corner velocity is 3. Max acceleration is 8,000. Looks like those are the numbers that I have access to, so no jerk settings. CEC Zach, how did you get into 3D printing? Back in 2014, my wife and kids bought me a 3D printer, my first one. It was a FlashForge Creator Pro. And from there, after designing things like cookie cutters and selling them, I wanted to design something that I could help film my kids running around getting Easter eggs, a GoPro camera rig. And in fact, look at this, speak of the devil. I still have it. This right here, this is my GoPro camera rig that I designed. And then I wanted to show people how I designed it. So I produced a video saying, here's how I designed this. You can too. And then people thought it was cool and they were subscribing, and I just kept making videos, and that's kind of my start. It's not the most glorious, but it was sure cool. Oh, look at that, Mitch 3D. That's how I found you, was the camera rig. Thanks, Mitch. Mason Boyd, how fast does it print in millimeters per second? Manual says keep it at 200 millimeters a second and below, but I believe a firmware update or something, they emailed me to say that the actual speed should be 250 millimeters per second. So you can always go slower than that, but I think you can hit 250. And according to the display, we have hit that at times. 3D Musketeers, what's up, Grant? Good to see you, friend. Mountain Dew Gang, how is the CR30 holding up? I no longer have any belt 3D printers. Like none. Andrew Rogers, Klipper's fine, but it's really a tinkerer's firmware. At this point, I kind of agree with you. I do applaud companies trying to get Klipper to a more mass audience, as long as they can support it. That's the rub. Because I know with Klipper, a user can really mess up their machine, right? Is that a sensor, the blue thing? Yes, that is an inductive probe. What nozzle type is it? I don't know. They look like this. Yeah, it's not going to focus. The Cyber Hobbit. Joel, have you ever printed any statues and painted them? Just a couple. Just a couple. Mason Boyd, how many 3D printers do you own? Right now, it is above, it's more than 50. More than 50. Which is a lot. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Look at that filament swatch truck. We're just a few minutes away. Look at you, zombie hedgehog, right there on my build plate. Ooh. Sail my way. More than 50. Yeah, I lost count. In the room. So this wall right here hides the door to the print farm. And I know back there I have at least 18. And out here, there's some in boxes, some not in boxes. Probably another 20 or more. And then at home, what's upstairs in my office and then in the garage fills it out the rest. So it's more than 50. I don't need 50. I had an idea. I was going to, my wife really likes donuts. So I thought about posting to Twitter and say, I will trade this printer for donuts. What's your best offer? And then whoever gives me the best donut offer, not necessarily quantity, right? But the best donut offer, then I would trade that printer for the donuts. I might still do that. We'll see. That could be fun. Gage Elfman, what is the biggest thing you've ever printed? As far as big things go, take a look at my OpenRCF1 project from years ago, where I 4x'd the scale. Ugh. Excuse me. I also the frames for Neil Patrick Harris when we did stuff with that. Rui Machado, a Lambo. No. I haven't printed that yet. Look at that nozzle chooch, man. That is going. I'm loving that. The Cyber Hobbit. Joel, pick only one. Star Wars or The Lord of the Rings? Star Wars. Ooh, never let the machines win. The big camera dolly. I printed all the parts for it, but I never put it together because the current space that I'm in couldn't support it. ZL2 toy, Dusty. I'm late as usual. Did I miss anything? Honestly, not really much. We printed a really good benchy. We're printing the Zombie Hedgehog filament swatch truck right now. Assembly was easy. It's printing well. Hey, Britt, let's see. Hey, Joel, how loud is the printer in comparison to others? The loud part on the printer is this back fan. So if I just disconnect that back fan like I did, it's fairly quiet. It's fairly quiet without that back fan going. William Martin Harris, do you still have the FlashForge 81? Oh, that one. No, that got sent back. FlashForge had me send it to someone else. Yeah, I haven't had that in forever. 3D Teach, howdy. Well, howdy, what's going on? Sail my way, this will be your first printer. That's awesome. Jim B, SV07 or Cobra 2. Both great choices at this point. Joe Scallon, they needed a Noctua fan back there. Yeah, that's true. Rui, do you think it's possible to print a cylindrical tower 5 millimeters in diameter and 250 millimeters high without it detaching from the hotbed at that speed? Don't know about that. Maybe. You can put a big brim on it. That would help. But when you're getting that tall, you're going to introduce some wobble in that. That's pretty tall. Won't the back fan collide with the prints? No, the back fan is still not lower than the nozzle. That back fan is not lower than the nozzle, which means it 100% cannot hit the prints. Hey, look at that. We are done. Cool. Wait for the, there we go. Swatch truck is done. Now remember, this is a, there we go. This is a profile from Angus over at Maker's Muse, so we don't know how well this is going to go. This is also their filament, which leaves a little bit to be desired. I'm not going to lie to you. Here is focus. No? You know focus? Oh, it's because I'm too close. I see how it goes. Get out of here, Sovol. Ugh. Okay, so here is the swatch truck. You can see the top's a little chewy. The wheels do not spin. Top layers are okay right here. They're not okay right here. The bottom looks appropriate as far as being attached to the build plate there. The white is hard to see details on camera. I know. Oh, the wheel came out. Okay, so the wheel can't rotate in place easily. It looks like it has some bits on the inside that aren't necessarily congruent to making it spin well. Yeah. So it's 0.3 tolerance, 0.2 and 0.1. 0.2 and 0.1 are not spinning. They are welded. those are welded. But there we go. Okay, so how did we do today? We printed a couple things on the Sovol SV07, an entry from Sovol that clipperizes the user. It actually comes with some filament. The head's pretty neat, really flowing the filament at 250 millimeters per second. We were hitting 11 cubic millimeters per second for volumetric flow rate, which is pretty good. I got a lot more time I got to spend on this machine because, you know, just 2 prints in a live stream don't really cut it. I did have help from Angus because he created a profile for this machine in Prusa Slicer Beta 1. So I was able to download 2.6 Beta 1 on the Mac because Sovol provided Cura, but for Windows, and I didn't want to disturb the PC over there that's running the stream. Well, there we go. This was a fantastic little lunchtime stream. Thank you to everybody that joined us. I don't know. Is noon this time, like noon Pacific? Is this a decent time for streams? Because as more machines are coming out and manufacturers want me to show them to you, it seems like noon's not a bad time. And we're going to end it, and I mean we're ending it right now. But Gage Eltman just said, "Can you make the word yeet?" And that's a bit much. So I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, if this is good, I'm seeing a lot of people like this time. This is great. Ding Panda, great with this time, but I prefer 5 p.m. You know what? Not a bad idea. We'll keep switching it up. I'll be sure to advertise the start time of this. And I'll let you know on new machines that come in. Well, if you made it this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more. Fight for a cause you believe in. Have a wonderful day. Have an absolutely wonderful day. And as always, high five. Bam. We did it! 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 Bye, everybody. Love ya.